What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Opperman Fitness, aka hashtag gains. Before I start this video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, stay up to date with all my motherfucking videos. Follow me on Instagram at Opperman Fitness and follow my band Divided Dimension on Spotify. All that should be in the description box below. Alright? All that should be in the description box below. If you guys happen to wonder, how do I get that clean ass Opperman Fitness shirt? I'll tell you how. Hit me up in the DM on Instagram, or you can email me at oppermanfitness@gmail.com. Yeah. All right, so this is basically just wrapping up a review of the Hodge twins comedy show. One of my subscribers is like, hey, why don't you do a review of the comedy show? And I think that's a pretty fucking damn good idea, because I fucking love the Hodge twins, for one. And for two, maybe some people want to go see them, but they don't want to just see them, and the next thing you know, they just say dick jokes all night, you know? And then you're just like, what the fuck is this? You don't know what to expect, right? So, for the 2018 or 19, well, I went to see them twice. They had two different shows, two different complete comedy shows, or acts. So 2018 was different than 2019. I just went to see them just literally a couple weeks ago, and that was the 2019 show, obviously, because it's 2019. So I'm going to go over the 2019 show, and it was really fucking good, really funny. I think some of the things that you would expect happens during the show, but some of the stuff you wouldn't expect. So, for one, they do have dick jokes, but it's not as much dick jokes as you would think. It's more like storytelling when they were a kid, and the kind of things that they got into, the storytelling. Kind of like when they do stuff at the, when they do like emails, how they go over shit, and then they're like, yeah, remember when we were a kid and this and that, and used to fuck this person, and used to do that, and this girl, and kind of like that, but they go like into more storytelling of that kind of stuff. And a lot of it's really funny. A lot of it's, some of it's like long storytelling, so like you don't know it's funny until like the end almost. And some of it's like you have to pay attention because you're gonna miss like what's going on. So there's that. There's a lot of dick jokes for sure, but also in this 2019 that they didn't do in the 2018 was they got very improv. They got very improv-y. I don't know, that's not really a word, but they got like improv. So like they did their show and everything, and next thing you know, you're like, holy shit, it's already over. And then they do, hey, we're gonna do Q&As. Anyone fucking ask whatever you want, we're gonna talk about it and just kind of improv off of that. So that's really cool that they did that, because anyone could ask anything, and they had to like think off the top of their mind, you know, talk about it, make it funny, make it comedic, shit like that. So their main show was kind of short in terms of like length, but the Q&A was like a whole nother, like, it was a whole nother game. Like, it literally went on for a long time. I was very surprised with the Q&A. I like that because you could ask them anything, and then they'll tell you their honest opinion and what they think of shit. I will say this, I'm not gonna get political at all, because I'm not a political guy at all, but they get very political. Or at least some of the questions got political. So, you know, they give their opinions on politics, such and such. So people can ask whatever the fuck they want, but people did ask a lot of political shit because they've just started getting into the political side. And I think it was pretty cool that they literally just would ask whatever they literally answered whatever the fuck they wanted, and it was pretty cool. I like to see improv stuff like that. So the main fucking show was hilarious, and then the Q&A was just kind of an interesting aspect of a comedy show, but it was still funny. Like, they made jokes even when people were asking questions. So I think they were both pretty good shows, the 2018 and the 2019. And I even, if they come back again, 2020, and it's a different show, I will absolutely go see them again, because I'm a huge supporter of them and what they're doing and their whole comedy act and everything that they do, really. I like every channel they have, I'm subscribed to, and I watch every fucking video. So that's how much of a fan I am. And yes, fucking yes, it does rub off on me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It fucking rubs off on me. Why? Because I watch them so much. You know, it kind of becomes an influence of you. I'm not trying to be somebody else. I'm just trying to be myself. And yes, there's some Hodge twins influence on there. There's other YouTubers I watch. There's other people that I watch. And you get influenced by other people. That's just how it is. So I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm trying to be my motherfucking self. And I think I am my motherfucking self. But I ain't gonna lie, there's some things that I say that are Hodge Twins vibey, and I get it. So, hey, if you're new to the matter of fact, if you're new to the fucking, if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing to my motherfucking ass. I'm just trying to get some goddamn subscribers. Is it that fucking hard? God damn. Jesus. But anyways, if you are new to my channel, I do have a lot of content. But a lot of my shit does have a Hodge Twins vibe to it at times, for sure. So hey, consider subscribing to my motherfucking ass, like for real. But if you're new and you never seen my channel, this is why I'm doing this review, because it's about the Hodge Twins. So if you happen to click on the Hodge Twins and you happen to want to see funny shit, I do some funny ass shit. So consider subscribing to my motherfucking ass, for real. All right. Anyways, back to the Hodge Twins. So where the fuck was I going? Where the fuck was I going with this? Man, I don't know where the fuck I was going with this. Can't remember. Anyways, Hodge Twins, absolute funny ass show. If you're not into the political side of their like beliefs, you might not enjoy yourself that much, depending on if they get into politics about the Q&A and shit. But even before that, like if it's just comedy, straight comedy, you're gonna enjoy it. But if they get into the political side and you don't agree with their political shit, you might not necessarily enjoy it, because it's kind of like, you know, you're not agreeing with what they're saying and it's not funny to you. It's kind of serious. So it is what it is. I think if you're a fan of the Hodge Twins, you will not be disappointed at all. I feel like it's a damn good show, funny as hell. And if you like their content, you will like their comedy, because I mean, let's face it, they do have a lot of dick jokes, but their comedy show with stand-up is different than their channel, for sure. And, you know, they've been dipping into every kind of category. You know, they did fitness at first. They did fucking asking questions or asking relationship advice. Then they got into current events. And then the current events kind of turned into, like, political shit. And then they had, they turned their fitness channel into kind of a review, eating in the car, talking shit type of shit. Then they had a vlogging channel, which they kind of changed, and I think they changed that. I think they changed that channel into their political channel. And then they also have a crypto channel about cryptocurrencies and shit. And that's even funny. So I follow every fucking channel they have. I'm a huge fan of them. I fucking love their channel. I love them as like what they're doing. And overall, I met them fucking twice now. Damn good dudes. Damn fucking good dudes. Like, they're very humble. They're very real. You can tell that they're not trying to put on an act when you're meeting them. They're like very sincere. And they know that like they appreciate their fans, and then they really do. They appreciate their fans, and they're fucking real. So I really fucking like their content, and I like the fact that they're real as fuck, and they're really cool. So that's why you've been seeing the recent ending has been the Hodge Twins ending, because when I met them, I was talking to them, and, you know, I was like, hey, can you do like a outro from like my channel or an intro or something? They're like, yeah, you know, cool. So they did it, and that's when they recorded that little, you know, 5 or 10 second clip that they did, which I fucking love throwing in, because it's like a little comedy thing at the very end, and it's fucking funny. Like, I love them guys. I did give them shit, and it was really fucking funny. So when I met them, I was like, you know, I was like, hey, I seen your show. I was like, hey, I seen your show last year in Chicago. And I was like, I fucking, when I heard you guys were gonna come to a town again, you know, this year, you guys were gonna have a whole new show, and it was gonna be, you know, a whole different show. It's not gonna be the same thing. And I was like, man, the first 5 minutes of the show, I'm like, god damn, it's gonna be the same dick jokes as last year. And they fucking started busting out laughing. They were like, holy shit, this guy just roasted us. It was awesome. They loved it. It was funny as fuck. But basically, the first 5 minutes of the show was very similar to the fucking last year's show. And I was like, man, did I really just pay this much money to see the same dick jokes as last year? That's literally what I was thinking. Because when they started talking about the new year, or the new show, they're like, yeah, we got a new show. It's not gonna be the same dick jokes as last year's show, and it's gonna be different and funnier and you know, different, and a whole different show. And I was like, man, this is sweet. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go see them. So that's when I seen them, I was literally like, the first 5 minutes, I was like, man, they fucking promised me it wouldn't be the same dick jokes. What the fuck is this? And they were fucking dying laughing. And then I told them I seen them the last year, and I met them, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, this and that. Really humble, really good people. I fucking love the Hodge Twins. That's point blank, right? And then this is gonna be like the ending kind of segment. talking about. So there was also another guy named C Snacks, which is fucking funny as hell. Chris C Snacks is his name. Actually, his name's Chris something, but he goes by Chris C Snacks on Chris C Snacks Clark. I don't know. He's funny. He's been touring with the Hodge twins, so he opens up for the Hodge twins, and he's funny as fuck too. So give him, like, literally, if you go to see the comedy show, you're gonna fucking enjoy it, because Chris C Snacks is also funny, and he gets you kind of ready for the Hodge twins. And his comedy's a little different, but it's fucking still funny as hell. And he also does like reviews actually on YouTube, and I met him and I was talking to him about YouTube and shit. Pretty cool dude. He does snack reviews, so he does like all the shit that I don't do, he basically does. So like fucking the cereals and the goddamn cookies and Oreos and shit like that. He's always like reviewing that kind of shit on his channel. So he's also pretty funny. So it's overall is like a review and like an overall feel of the comedy show. For 2019, I'd give it fucking an A+. Like if you're a fan of the Hodge twins, A+, right? If you're not a fan of the Hodge twins, you might not get their humor, so it might not be as funny to you. So if you don't follow them, it probably won't be as funny, because you don't follow their comedy, you don't know their style, you don't know like all their punchlines, you know, like the yas and the busting all kinds and the fucking Pretty Little Thing and deep inside and nuts hanging out, all those phrases and shit, right? So if you're like new to them, you might not think it's that funny, but you'll still catch on to some things because it's funny. But all their punchline shit, you won't really understand because you're not following their punchlines. You don't really know what the fuck they say, and you know, like they're known for phrases and shit. So, you know, all kinds of gains and shit like that. You guys already know. If you're a fan, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, overall, I think it's a good show. And if you guys have the chance to see them and you follow them, you will not be disappointed. And I would also suggest doing the meet and greet. I know it's a little bit more, but it's fucking worth it. I mean, if you're a huge fan, it's fucking worth it. So I really think that it's worth the meet and greet. But like I said, if you're just kind of a casual fan, I still think the meet and greet's worth it, because you get to meet them and literally be personal with them, and it's awesome. You know, you get to talk to them a little bit. I know it's not long, probably fucking 2 minutes at most, but it's definitely something I wouldn't pass up again. If they come next year, I'll see them and I'll do the meet and greet. I'm gonna pay the extra money because I'm a fucking fan and I enjoy their content. So overall, I like the show, and if they happen to see this video or see Snack sees this video somehow, fucking love you guys. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for the support as always. Let me know what you want to see next. And if you don't like it too fucking bad, subscribe, share, like, and comment below. Scroll but don't troll. And hate because I'm fucking swole. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media at Opperman Fitness, Facebook Opperman Fitness, Snapchat Opperman Fitness, Instagram Opperman Fitness. Don't forget to like my band page, Divide Dimension, on Facebook. Follow my band, Divide Dimension, on Spotify. Shop over something needs at TigerFitness.com using my affiliate link, which will be in the description box below. All that shit will be in the description box below. And I'll check you guys later.
Yeah. You watching Opperman Fitness.
Yeah.
You gonna make all kinds of gains.
All kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh!